I think it's safe to say that if you're a musician or anyone playing in front of a crowd or an audience, you want your mix that they're hearing to sound the best it possibly can. So I'd like to tell you about one of the items that I've found that has significantly improved the mix that the audience hears for saosin, as well as what we hear in our in-ears. So this is the D'Addario mic mute, and it's an infrared sensor that goes on your microphone, and it acts like an intelligent automatic noise gate for your vocal microphones. So there's a sensor on the front here, and it detects how far away you are from the microphone. And essentially, as you get closer to the microphone will open up and allow you to be heard. And as you back away from it, it'll close. So that way, when you're not singing, all of the junk that's happening on stage just gets filtered out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pan this microphone to the right a little bit, and then I'm gonna have the shotgun mic on the left, and you'll be able to see and hear kind of when this mute is turning on and off. So this is kind of how you set it. So I'm gonna go all the way to the minimum distance, and now it like won't even pick me up at all. So as I go, there we go, now it's picking me up, and then see, that is super tight. It's not on, now it's on. And that's how sensitive you can make it if you want, like where my lips are literally touching, and then back off, and then now it's not even on. So I'll probably go a little farther out. I like to be somewhere, yeah, that's probably good. That's probably pretty good right there. So as you back off, you know, you can be singing or screaming or whatever, having fun, playing guitar, and then as you get close, it turns it on, and then you can be heard. And that's really the beauty of this, because as you back away and you focus on guitar, you want to be playing, you don't want all that junk coming through your mic. You only want it to be, boom, it's time to sing, I want my microphone on. Now I'm not singing, now it's off, right? Boom, gonna sing some more background vocals, and it just automatically comes on, and it's literally so great. Okay, so here we have some audio from a rehearsal of ours. I'll just kind of play you, this is not a mix, it's just kind of faders thrown up, whatever. Okay, so let's go through here, and I want to show you this section here. So as I was rehearsing, I had both myself and Chris, who's the other background vocalist in the band, turn off our mic mutes for a second. So you can even see here that this whole section of the song, the whole intro of the song, is just clean audio happening here on our tracks. It only opens up as I get close to the mic. So I'll show you this is raw audio here, so just, you know, be kind.
These things we used to know when you're accounted for. This has gone on before. Everything we know.
And you can even hear there where I wasn't singing close enough to it, so you kind of have to make sure the threshold is set right for it to be optimal, and then you get used to it as far as like when and how you have to be on your mic. But I like it because it encourages you to be right on your microphone. And then as soon as I'm done singing, it turns off. Actually, not when I'm done singing, as soon as I back away from the mic. Now here's a section. This is kind of interesting here. So at this point in the song, I reached up, and there's a little button here. So as you're performing, you can just turn this off if you want, and then it just permanently opens the microphone, which I don't know why you would want that, because once you experience this, you never want to go back. So I hit the switch, I opened it up, and you can hear that it's just adding so much junk into the mix. So this is the stuff that your microphone is picking up throughout the set. And then here's Chris's mic, because he's even closer to the drums than I am. Right, so all this stuff is just junking up your mix. So now let me play you this little section here. I have a loop. So I'm going to mute this as if the mic mutes were on, right? So let's check this out. So pay attention to these cymbals here, and then I'm going to turn these on, and you'll hear the cymbals just go. It's crazy. So that's a huge difference for me, especially when that is being loud, full volume coming out of a PA. It just murks everything up, and it's a real struggle for front of house engineers to deal with background vocalists, especially on a stage, and you have all that noise coming in. And then at rehearsal here, we didn't even have any live cabinets, so like bass amps, guitar amps blasting into the mics. And once you have those things going, it's even more noise pollution coming out of your mix. So yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so now I've got a mix that is kind of similar what I would hear while I'm performing. So I like a lot of click, I like my guitar, I like my vocal, and the rest is just kind of balanced over. I like Phil way over in my right ear because as I'm facing the crowd, he's off to my right. I like myself kind of up the middle. So here's kind of what it sounds like with kind of like more like what an in-ear monitor mix would sound like for me. Right away, right there, during that fill, you can see where I turned off the mic mute. Instantly, the drums just sound like room mics. So here is it muted. Whereas now watch, when this kicks in and I turn off the mute and it just opens up the mic, it's just all of a sudden so messy.
This has gone on before. Unaccounted for. These things we used to know. Everything we know.
So you can hear that little section where I stopped playing guitar and I hit the button to turn it back on, and how all of a sudden the drums and just overall ambience level of the whole mix just tightened up so big. And also, once it gets to the point, memory card got full. So unprofessional. Anyways, you can hear here where when we both have the mic mutes on, it's just such a cleaner mix. Compared to all this junk that's being added in. Yeah, I mean, that's a really great section that shows it right there, especially with that China cymbal ringing out. And then with it unmuted. So yeah, huge difference to me. This is one of those things that has really helped me be able to focus on playing guitar and hearing my guitar without having to crank it so loud. I mean, you might think it's loud, but it used to be way louder. And now I can definitely hear more of the band. It allows me to kind of interact with the band a little bit more. It feels better in my ears. I don't have a ton of cymbals kind of masking everything. The drums don't sound like they're just kind of in a box, not sounding that great. So yeah, this thing is super helpful in cleaning up not only the front of house mix, but also your in-ear mix as well. I'd like to say a big thank you to Sweetwater for sending out these mic mutes and sponsoring this video. I do have an affiliate link, and I'll put that down below. If you use that link, I do get a small percentage, and that kind of helps motivate me to share things like this with you. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.